We could have, as a race of people, given up our language completely, given up our culture, given up our oral tradition, given up our teaching, and become part of mainstream America with no background or no history. But we chose to persevere against all the traumatic obstacles set before us as a race of people.
From the time of our ancestors to the present, resurrecting from the past, and the medicine will never stop if we stand together. We struggle hard, but remember that they never left us. Way back from the time of our ancestors to the present, resurrecting from the past, and the medicine will never stop if we stand together. We struggle hard, but remember that they never left us. Way back.
I don't go by my name. I just I represent this message.
Savage Fam Siawa.
Siawa come from my peoples in the Northwest, Skokomish. The Siawa is like our sacred teachings, or the way of our life that we used to live, the way that we're supposed to live.
Savage Fam is a code of conduct. Savage Fam Siawa is a code of conduct. A lot of people assume, like, yeah, this is the hip hop, Savage Family, and this is that hip hop group, Savage Family, the native cast, that indigenous cast that represent these different things, and they offer a certain idea. What it is and who it is we represent is not really hip hop.
Never stop if we stand together. We struggle hard, but remember that they never left us. Going back from the time of our ancestors to the present, resurrecting from the past, and the medicine will never stop if we stand together. We struggle hard, but remember that they never left us. Going back from the time of our...
And if I turned on the radio and like artists were singing about something positive now, then I would definitely listen to it. But since it's nowhere near it, then like I can't even stand listening to it at all.
Like some artists I hear like they're like a lot of probably like underground, or there's some positive rappers and artists like I never hear that on the radio any time.
When you listen to that stale stuff that's on the radio, you can kind of tell it's just like cookie cut, and so you can kind of just say, instead of that homemade, your grandma sitting there rolling up the cookie, you can feel the heart involved in that. It's like this, like, how can you contribute to people killing themselves? How can you contribute to people dying, and then tell yourself at the end of the day that I'm not affecting you? Now people lie and they say, oh, hip hop and TV doesn't affect these kids. Well, I dare any one of those people to come to a reservation, any reservation they want to go to, and see how big the Fizz movement is, where people's popping e-pills, like ecstasy pills, how big people are following, trying to be gangbangers. I dare any one of them actor rappers that are selling lies to our kids to come to the spot. We come from warrior peoples as well as peacekeepers, you know what I'm saying? And these people can no longer lead to the degradation, the rape, the murder, the slaughter of our people, of any people in general. It's straight disrespectful. And then to lie to other people, including themselves, and say they have no effect. At the end of the day, our people are suffering and they're struggling, and so how could you not feel anything for those people, you know what I mean? So our obligation is to do that for our people. Our obligation is to our people. So why would I do something negative? Why would I continue on a negative path especially once I realize that our people are going through these types of things?
If it's war, it's war. If it's love, it's love. If love was fighting for, then it's thicker than blood, thicker than us. The spirit of our people is just about their lives lost. Now they living through us, living disgust.
And I don't want to disrespect hip hop in that manner to say that it's the furthest thing from what and who we are. But the fact is that the message that we offer is like, it'll be there without hip hop. It'll be there even without Savage Family, or what it is that or who it is that we are. It's like a lot of our people believe that music is like the creation of our people in so many ways. So music becomes it's that ultimate communication tool that they say crosses boundaries, crosses cultural barriers, and all these different things, because you can always feel an emotion in music. Those certain things that become a heartbeat. It's only obvious that Native people would come to hip hop, where you have the drum beat at it's the same thing. It's the same exact thing where you have a message over top of it, and people start feeling that message. Not only hearing that message, but also feeling that message. Feeling is important. You can feel music in a different way than you can hear a person sitting up here talking like I'm talking right now. But if I was, breaking it down through lyrics even, with the beat, it becomes more interesting even.
My name is Nigga Grind, so raise your fist up high. My name is now it's time for a change. Look at the face and names, it ain't about the fame. We're here to make a change.
You have an imposition of a foreign colonial power that's suggesting that they kind of have restraints on you. You can only do so much. For a long time, the traditions we talk about, the Siawan societies, those things weren't allowed to be around. People were getting literally murdered for those things. The fact is that what you're doing is you're taking people further and further away from traditions that kept us healthy and happy for millennia. Some people will suggest 10,000 years, 20,000, 30,000, 5,000, but however long, believing certain things was completely disrespected. And when I say that, that was by means of the most torturous methods. We're talking about, rape, murder, seeing people murdered in front of you. You're seeing women, young kids, be it boys or girls, being molested in front of people to be able to try and push these people to a point that they have no reason to exist in that manner. And I mean, that's colonization at its finest. Like, it doesn't exist though today. We pretend it doesn't exist now, but they call it neo-colonialism. We do it on our own now, to the point now where a whole history of colonization. And I mean, you're talking about practices where boarding schools existed. People are beaten. Their whole life is like, you're not even important, you're not beautiful if you're just a native person in general. Within our traditions, everyone was important.
My name is now it's time for a change. Look at the face and name, it ain't about the fame. We're here to make a change.